Hi Kate, lovely to meet you. You look absolutely sensational. You're
Thank
a
you. Thank you very much.
stunning. Lee is such an inspirational woman. I love this film. You're also an inspirational woman. But tell me, 9 years, tenacity, you've worked so hard to get this film made. Why do you think it's so hard to get films about inspiring women made by women?
I mean, how long is a piece of string? I just think, I don't know, I think people are nervous of perhaps financially backing a film about a complicated, flawed, incredibly interesting, fascinating, historically significant person in our world. But sometimes that happens, but it's up to us actresses and female directors and producers, filmmakers, to just keep going and to never give up. And honestly, that is what I did. And it is, I sound like a crack record saying I can't believe it's 9 years, but it is 9 years from the point that I first met Anthony Penrose, Lee Miller's son, and we started talking about the film. I met him in 2015. And so it really has been all this time. And my son was 1 at the time, and he's now nearly 11. And he's like, oh, is it done yet? Are you still making Lee Miller? It's very funny, very funny.
And the inspiration from this came from a table, is that right?
Yeah, so I was very, very lucky to have some friends who work in an auction house down in Cornwall, and they called me and they said, this incredible table is going to have to tell you about it, the most extraordinary story. And I said, tell me. So it was a table that was in a house owned by Annie Penrose, who was the sister of Roland Penrose, who at the time, Lee Miller and Roland Penrose were lovers in the beginning of their relationship. And all those surrealists would go to this house and experience these kind of hedonistic summers all together. And this was the kitchen table where they would prepare food, sit and eat and feast and drink and talk and share. And it's that table. Anyway, I got the table and I sat down at it, and my God, if tables could talk. And I just sat there and I thought, Lee Miller? Oh God, why hasn't anyone ever made a film about her? And it turned out that many people had actually tried to. But Tony always felt very strongly that they never quite got her who she truly was. And that's why it was important that in our film, we captured that pivotal decade of her life, which really defines who she truly is, truly became, and went on to be, and the legacy that she's left behind.
Well, listen, you need to auction one of your tables next.
Oh my God, maybe I should.
Thank you so much, Kate.